Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the classification of transducers, okay, and different electromechanical transducers and transducer actuating mechanisms. So first of all, what is the definition of transducer? I have already told you that transducer is a device that converts a signal from one form of energy to another form. Okay, so this is the basic definition of transducer, you know that. So what are the various classification of transducer? Let's see. So broadly, transducer are classified into two types. One is your active transducer and another is your passive transducer. Okay, so what is active transducer? So active transducer is known as the self generating type transducer. Okay, what is self generating means? These transducers develop their own power, means own voltage or current. That's why these are called as self generating transducers. Okay, the energy required for production of an output signal is obtained from the physical phenomena is being measured. So if you are talking about the example, thermocouple can be a example of active transducer. Okay, so the second one is your passive transducer. Passive transducer means these are known as externally powered transducers. Okay, they are not self generating, they are externally powered transducers. Okay, so these transducers derive the power required for the energy conversion from an external power source. Okay, that's why these are called as externally powered transducers. Okay, so the example is resistance thermometers and thermistors. Okay, you have already studied this type of transducers in the previous videos. Okay, so if the another classification, if you are talking about, so classification based on the type of output. Okay, according to the base of output, the classification can be done. One is your analog transducer and another is your digital transducer. Okay, so as the name suggests, analog means the transducers convert the input physical phenomena or the input physical signal into an analog output, which is a continuous function of time. Okay, the example is one is your LVDT, that is linear variable differential transformer, and another is your strain gauge. Okay, and the digital transducer means the output will be in the form of digits. Okay, so this transducer convert the input physical phenomena or signal into an electrical output, which may be in the form of pulses. Okay, so these are one type of classification of transducers. Okay, so let's move to another type of classification. Okay, so another type of classification is based on the electrical principle that is involved. Okay, so there are different types of classification. Let's see one by one. So first one is your variable resistance type. Okay, so in variable resistance type there are three categories. One is strain gauge and pressure gauge. Okay, and second one is your thermistors and resistance thermometers. Okay, and the third one is the photoconductive cell. Okay, similarly the second category is your variable inductance type. In this category, first one will come the LVDT, second one is your reluctance pickups, and third one is your eddy current gauge. Okay, the third category is your variable capacitance type. Okay, in this category the first one will be the capacitor microphone, okay, and the pressure gauge and dielectric gauge, okay. Similarly, the fourth category will be the voltage generating type, okay. In voltage generating type, the first category will come, that is thermocouple, okay, and the second one is photovoltaic cell, third one is your rotational motion tachometer, fourth one is your piezoelectric pickups, okay, and the final category is your fifth one is, that is voltage divider type, okay. The first one will be your potentiometer, okay, and the second one is your pressure actuated voltage divider, okay. So this completes your different classifications of transducers, okay. So next we will see the electromechanical transducers, okay. So what happens nowadays, the electrical or electronic techniques, okay, the electrical or electronic techniques of measurement are increasingly applied to the measurements in many fields other than the electrical engineering. So the basic advantages of electromechanical transducers are, it will give us the less power consumption, okay, and it is more compatible of instrumentation, okay, and next one is your possibility of non-contact measurements, okay, and another is, it is good frequency and transient response, okay, and the fifth one is it has the possibility of mathematical processing of signals like summations, integrations, etc., okay. So this is the advantages of electromechanical transducers, okay. Okay, these are already taught you in the beginning lectures, okay. Okay, next we will see the transducer actuating mechanisms, okay. So transducers are called as gauges, pickups and signal generators, okay. So basically there are two major elements of transducer actuating mechanism, okay. One is called your activating device and the another one is called your transducing element, okay. So some examples of actuating mechanisms are, that is capsules, okay, diaphragms, flats, bellows, pressure circular Bourdon tubes, etc., okay. So this completes your transducer actuating mechanisms, okay. So you will discuss the Hall effect sensors, okay, and the piezoelectric sensors in the upcoming lectures, okay. Then this unit will be completed, okay. Thank you.